Hmm. All right, hey everybody. Sorry I'm a little late here. I was had a quick little dinner before getting started here. So yeah. So, anyways, how y'all doing tonight? Hope all is well. How you guys doing tonight? How's your weekend going? Excuse me, one more moment here. Just gonna turn on the light here. There you go. Now you should be a little better. Room light turned on. Looks like, yeah, as I pointed out. uh, yeah. Jay, how you doing? Let's see. Late and straight, doing well. I have so much food and I don't want to cook. I have a lot, of course. Just putting an English muffin in, I should cook up some roast beef with onions and peppers. I can make sweet Philly. But yeah, Backgoat, how are you doing? Because we know you've been in quarantine and stuff like that. How are you doing right now? Feeling any better? Feeling any stronger? Well, looks like we have 4 people watching us. That's good. And that back down to 3. Ah, let's see. 2 minutes 48 seconds into this. I'm good. It's all pretty much gone. Just a little congested. Thanks. No problem. Sounds good. And I mentioned this on Leto's stream this morning, and Toys already knew about it. I was on Critical Blast open mic yesterday, so got a chance to promote the show, get some more people in here, hopefully. Hmm. I got so much fresh stuff. Like I have to cook. Mm, yeah. Excuse me, just one moment. I'm going to go off camera here for a moment. I'll be right back. All right, so let's see. That's all that. So, see, so now we're at the. Of course, I did started a little late tonight, but because I was eating right before. Mm. I won the second to last set of 20-sided die on Adam Kaz IRL today. So BA. Yeah, I super chatted a guess 14 and it hit. Woohoo! Hmm, sweet. Mm-hmm. That's 546. Mm. Actually, yeah, that's right. Bad goat, you were in the chat with Leto this month because I just remembered that you and ATC were kind of going back and forth about the idea that the other guy kept like plugging his book. It's like plug. Um, but yeah, I might join. I might join RJ more often. You know, um, I know I'm gonna have to figure out the pacing of everything so I can like figure out um how to talk about stuff. Obviously that we'd all be interested in. Of course, as RJ pointed out to me too, it's like those guys have already been where I am, in terms of learning about the universes and all that. So the different comics universes. Oh, the dislike is gone. Uh, Mike, no, I'm not leaving you. I'm still doing my own channel too. Okay, I'm still gonna be doing my own channel. I'm not leaving you. More, more the IGG plugging. It got really old on EVS channel. Yeah, well, I mean, but you know, I gotta get what you're saying too. Well, okay, anything in excess can get annoying. If I sat there and I tried to dominate the conversation with talking about vintage, that would get old too real fast. Okay, um, that's just the natural course of things. Oh, we're up to 5 people viewing now. Yay, 5 people. All right. So, anyways, um, got 5 people in here now. Looks like, oh, and the one dislike came back. it was gone and then it came back. So, boo. All right. So, anyways, okay. So we're at 8:38. We've got like what looks like 4 people in here now. So here's what's kind of on tap for tonight. Got 6 articles to go over tonight. 4 comics related, 2 anime related. Um, got some DC news in regards to their releases coming out in July, I believe. Kind of an interview piece on a comic, um, on a true crime comic. Let's see. Dynamite Entertainment's coming out with a Red Sonja comic, and Marvel Comics got some news as well. And then from the anime side of it, Restaurant from Another World is changing studios, and then there was one other anime story as well. Was it? Can't think of it at the moment, but we'll get to that. Let's see. There is good content on the show between the commercials. um, uh, that's the nature, though, of television. Um, so, anyways, oh, I lost a like. Somebody now just went like to dislike. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Keep on messing with me. All right. So, anyways, so I just, as I said, I just kind of went over all that. Um, so let's get into some of these articles here. We do have like 3 to 4 people, kind of keep going back and forth between 3 and 4 people. So let's see. Let's get started on this. Let's see. Back go ATC. You guys like the stream, didn't you? Dang it, you didn't see. Oh, I saw. Oh, I saw the because I saw it go down to 2, and now it's back up to 3. I saw that go messing with the buttons. Ah, oh boy! Now I'm back down to 2 likes. Well, technically 1 because one of them is the YouTube thing. So if you guys, I do appreciate any and all likes. Does help with the algorithm. So yeah, it was okay. I'm a toy guy. I've lost my love for the comic industry. Walked away from. Well, maybe the current comic, but obviously you're still because you still hang around on Fridays with me going over the vintage stuff. He doesn't get that we actually act like chat every once in a while. Uh, yeah. Uh, all right. Well, anyways, let's get into these stories. DC's July solicits welcome the new Superman, Infinite Frontier expands the DCU, and more. Stories by Stephen Girding. This is, of course, from the anime, or not from the anime, but from the comics side of things. Jonathan Kent is Superman. Infinite Frontier explores the multiverse. We get a Batgirls team up and more in DCU's July solicitations. DC Comics has released solicitation information and images for new comics and products shipping in July 2021. When you're through checking out the solicitations for new releases, be sure to visit CBR, DC Comics Forum, Batman Forum, Superman Forum, or Wonder Woman Forum to discuss these titles and products with fellow readers and fans. DC Comics solicitations last 6 months. I guess these are all the. Guess these are all the different ones. Superman, son of Kal El. Oh man, they took the number 1. Oh, it looks like they kind of did a modernized version of the original Superman 1 comic book from way back when. Beginning story of the daring exploits of the 21st century Superman. Superman, son of Kal El, 1. Oh, look at that! The Robin right there looks kind of like, man, I can't believe he's doing this. I guess there's some variant covers. It's a black and white cover. Superman, Son of Kal-El, #1. Story by Tom Taylor. Art by John Timms. Cover by John Timms. On sale July 13th, 2021. $3.99 US, 32 pages. Full color, DC. Cardstock variant. Cover by In-hyuk Lee. US $4.99. Cardstock variant cover by Stephen Byrne, $4.99. 125 cardstock variant cover by Jen Bartel, $4.99. 150 cardstock variant cover by John Timms, $4.99. Jonathan Kent, which I guess is a newer Jonathan Kent. I guess in this case it's Kal-El's son, not his adopted father. But Jonathan Kent has experienced a lot in his young life. He's traveled the galaxies with his Kryptonian grandfather and lived in the future with the Legion of Superheroes who were intent on training him for the day his father, Clark Kent, could no longer be Superman. There is a hole in the Legion's history that prevents John from knowing exactly what when that will happen. But all signs point to it being very soon. It's time for the sun to wear the cape and be and bear the symbol of hope that has told the world who Superman really is. Join writer Tom Taylor, Nightwing and Deceased, and artist John Timms, Infinite Frontier, as they usher in a whole new era of House of L. Also, Tales of Metropolis continues. Jimmy Olsen gathers his misfit heroes, including Ambush Bug and Gangbuster, to find out who the projectress really is and why she set her sight on Bibbo. Get some more variant covers here. Superman and the Authority, #1. Story by Grant Morrison. Art by Michael Yamin. Cover by Michael Yamin. Um, on sale July 20, 2021. $4.99 US. 40 pages. FCDC. One of four. Cardstock variant cover by Brian Hitch. US $4.99. 125 stock variant cover by Jen Bartel. $4.99. Sometimes even Superman finds a task almost impossible. Sometimes even the last son of Krypton needs to enlist help. Some tasks require methods and heroes that don't scream Justice League. So Clark Kent, the Metropolis Marvel, seeks out Manchester Black, the most dastardly of rogues, to form an all new authority tasked with taking care of some business on the sly. Not only will Black know that know the right candidates for the team, but if Superman can make him behave himself and act in service of the greater good, then he'll prove literally anyone can be a hero. They'll have to move quickly, however, as the Ultra Humanite forms his own team to take out Man of Steel. And of course, what's interesting is Ultra Humanite was actually originally he was actually meant to be Superman's arch rival, predating Lex Luthor actually originally by 10 issues. So, um, yeah. Thank you for the likes. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. I'll be honest. I'm just grabbing a bottle of Jack. All right. Let's see. That's cool. The dislike went away. Yeah, I saw. I just saw that just now. That's cool. That fell out. Anyways, and it's back now. Anyways, back to the article here. A new limited series helps launch an all-new Superman status quo, setting up story elements that reverberate across both Action Comics and Superman, Son of Kal-El, in the months to come. And not only is Superman putting together a superstar team, but it takes superstars to tell the tale. Grant Morrison of Green Lantern, All Star Superman fame, and Michael Yamin, Batman, Future State Superman, Worlds of War. This is, I guess, a cover from Action Comics 1033 right here. Here's another variant cover. And here's another variant cover. Action Comics 1033. Now, I'm imagining this is probably volume one, which dates back to 1938. I don't think volume two would have reached this level. Um, Story by Philip Kennedy Johnson, Becky Kluman, and Michael W. Conrad. Art by Daniel Champier and Michael Avon Owning. Cover by Daniel Champier. On sale July 27, 2021. $4.99 US, 40 pages, FCDC. Um, Variant cover by Julian Totino Tedesco. US 5.99 cardstock. 125. Variant cover by Jen Bartel for 5.99 cardstock. Atlantis is under attack, taking the war world, taking in the war world refugees also means taking possession of the deadly war world tech they brought with them. And holding that much power makes the undersea kingdom a threat to the rest of the world. Can Superman move fast enough to prevent all out war? Doing so may mean taking the power into his own hands. Meanwhile, some of the escaped war world prisoners have found the Fortress of Solitude, and along with it, Lois Lane. In our second feature, Midnighter has gone deep into the Trojan compound, um, found a very unexpected guest whose path he crossed in future state, none other than Mr. Miracle. Oh, and here's the static. Milestone returns, static number one, season one. McDuffie, Cowan, Davis. Hang on. Is this the old series or first issue? Hmm. See here. As I understand it, Dwayne McDuffie's actually passed on. They're actually crediting him. Okay, this one doesn't have credit. or maybe that was from uh, I guess Milestone Returns, which I think is supposed to mean. Here we go. There's some variant covers. Static Season 1, Number 1. Written by Vida Ayala. Layouts by Crisscross. Finishes by Nicholas Draper Ivy. Um, Cover by Kerry Randolph. On sale June 15th, 2021. $3.99, 32 pages, FCDC 1 of 6. Old school variant cover by Sean Martinborough. Probably what the first cover we saw was. $4.99 US. New school variant cover by Nicholas Draper Ivy, $4.99. 125 variant cover by Dennis Cowan for $4.99 US. Team variant cover by Olivier Coipel, $4.99. At long last, the most famous face of the Milestone universe is making his shocking return. Bullied nerd Virgil Hawkins wasn't the kind of kid you'd normally find on the streets at a protest. But like everyone else in the city of Dakota, he was fed up. Unfortunately, the first time he stood up to raise his voice, the world turned upside down. The experimental tear gas released the day that day left some of his classmates maimed or dead, but it left Virgil and others with stunning new abilities. Virgil has power inside him now, real power, the ability to channel and manipulate electromagnetic fields. But there's anger burning inside him too. What is he supposed to do about all this? First and foremost, what is he supposed to do about his bullies? Now that they've got superpowers too. A dynamic creative team of new comics voices and Milestone Media veterans join forces to open up a new chapter in the story of the most iconic black teen superhero in comics history. Um, I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know if I'd quite go that far. I mean, maybe he's iconic to the newer generation, but there have been plenty of black superheroes, including John Stewart. There's, of course, T'Challa, the Black Panther, and there's Black Lightning, and DC. So, I mean, as you can see, how woke this one's going. Yeah, yeah. I think Toys is pulling shenanigans. It ain't me. It ain't me. I bet it. No, it's not me. Uh, I bet it's secretly Leto. Mm. It was me there. Be 14. It'd be me. There'll be 14 more dislikes. Just kidding. Crisscross will make you puke up and puke down. Yo, word to your. Okay. Sounds like internet gas. Oh, like Safe Space and Snowflake. Laugh out loud. Anything that is labeled with its skin color before its actual merits is racist, but most media is anti-white racist now, so no surprise. Make it funny. Anyways, I made it funny. Okay, so Static Season 1, Number 2, written by Vita Ayala, layout by Crisscross, finishes by Nicholas Draper Ivy, cover by Kerry Randolph. This one goes on sale July 20th, 2021. 399 US, 32 pages, FC, DC 2 of 6. Cardstock variant cover by Nicholas Draper Ivy, 499 S. Virgil Hawkins learns that a secret identity is a tricky thing when his high school bully gets upgraded to his superpowered arch nemesis. But if he thinks the fires of Hot Streak burn hot, then he definitely isn't ready for the white hot anger of his parents when they learn what he's brought to their front door. Hmm. So, and did they somehow retcon? Guess $1 million question here is: did they somehow retcon? Because in the original Static Shock, um, Virgil's mother was dead. I don't know if you guys saw the Static Shock cartoon back in the late '90s, early 2000s there, but hey, Woody, look like Woody's here. Let's see now. Let's get Chris the Mac Daddy or the Daddy Mac. Man, this drink is sweet, not strong, but sickly sweet. Oof, I'm still gonna drink it though. Hi, Bad Goat. Hi, Toys. Hi, Mike. Hey, Woody, how you doing tonight, man? Just been through the articles here. Anyways, all right. Well, anyways, and yes, I do see that there's a dislike back up. Milestone returns. Icon and Rocket. Here's a cover. Icon and Rocket, Season 1, Number 1. Story by Reginald Hudlin. Art by Doug Braithwaite. Inks by Andrew Curry. Cover by Torrin Clark. On sale July 27th, 2021. $3.99 US. 32 pages, FCDC, 1 of 6. Old school variant cover. That was probably that first one. By Daryl Banks for $4.99. New school variant cover by Doug Braithwaite, $4.99 US. 125 variant cover by Reina Coyano, $4.99 US. Long ago, the standard alien known as, or the stranded alien known as Arnis, gave up hope of returning to his home planet. Tragically, he'd also realized that his adopted home of Earth was beyond saving. Content to waste away his long life in a human guise, Arnis was past caring until the day a young woman named Raquel Irvin crashed into his life. Soon, she'd convinced him to put his incredible power to work again as a heroic icon and to transform her into his sidekick, Rocket. But an innocent question on Rocket's part: why can't we do something about the drugs on my corner? Quickly set a chain of events in motion leading to the pair becoming the most hunted beings on Earth. And they're not just being pursued by Earthlings either. Writer, director, producer Reginald Hudlin, Black Panther, who is the Black Panther, and superstar artist Doug Braithwaite unleash a tale of power and responsibility that will stretch from the boardrooms of corporate America to the jungles of South America and the depths of deep space. If you've ever thought there were certain things that a superhero story just couldn't do, it might be time to start thinking different. DC Horror presents Conjuring the Lover Number One. Main story by David L. Johnson, McGoldrick, and Rex Ogle. Main story art by Gary Brown. Two-page ad art by Dave Johnson. Backup story by Scott Snyder. Backup story art by Dennis Cowan. Cover by Bill Sinkovich. On sale June 24th, 2021. One of five, ages 17 and up, $3.99. 32 pages, FCDC Horror. Variant cover by Ryan Brown, $4.99 cardstock. 125 cover by Gary Brown, $4.99 cardstock. The terrifying debut of the tie-in to The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, begins here with a story that's bursting at the seams with clues about the new film. Meet Jessica. Jessica had just returned to her freshman year of college after a winter break, bringing with her the anxieties of last semester's poor grades, the awkwardness of facing a boy she wishes she'd never slept with, and an undeniably unnerving feeling of being watched. Doo 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 doo. She soon comes to realize that something evil made her its target, and it will not rest until it has her in its unholy grip. But why did this sinister presence set its sights on a seemingly normal college freshman? Read this nerve wracking tale creepily crafted by Conjuring screenwriter David L. Johnson McGoldrick and Rex Ogle, with heart stopping art by Gary Brown and chill inducing covers by Bill Sinkovich, to find out. Da 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 da. Whoa. Kind of psycho esque aspect there with the bleeding shower. Terror that won't wash off. Oh boy, that's an. Uh, yeah, that's a nightmare inducing. Um, a Woody brought the dislike. I knew it. Just kidding, dude. Hey, Woody. See, is lurking and playing with dislike. Gross. Bleeding showers, gross. Back goat. And then isn't horror in part supposed to be gross? Anyways, DC Horror presents The Conjuring the Lover number two. Main story by David L. Johnson McGoldrick and Rex Ogle. Main story art by Gary Brown. Two-page ad art by Dave Johnson. Backup story by Che Grayson. Backup story art by Juan Faria. Cover by Bill Sienkiewicz. On sale July 6th, 2021. Part 2 of 5. Age 17 and up. $3.99 US, 32 pages. FC. DC Horror. Variant cover Ryan Brown. Cardstock $4.99. Jessica's life begins to take a turn for the terrifying as she finds herself experiencing increasingly disturbing events at at her college. Most troubling of all, she begins to suspect that the phenomena she's experiencing could have an unsettling origin, her own psyche. Plus, Che Grayson and Juan Faria um, bring you another trip into the Warrens' haunted artifact room for a double dose of dread. Ooh, ooh. Uh, we're at 41-minute mark. Yeah, icky laugh out. Suicide Squad. Get Joker. Number one. Kind of reminds me of the idea of Get Shorty. Uh, Story by Brian Azzarello. Art by Alex Maleev and Matt Hollingsworth. Cover by Alex Maleev. August 3rd, on sale August 3rd, 2021. $6.99 US. 48 pages, full color. DC Black Label, one of three, plus format, ages 17 and up. Variant cover by Jorge Fomes. Um, Fomes for $6.99 cardstock, 8.5 by 10 7/8. Um, Critically acclaimed and best-selling author Brian Azzarello, Batman Damned, and Eisner Award-winning art legend Alex Maleev, Batman No Man's Land, collaborate for the first time in the three-issue oversized Prestige Plus format Suicide Squad series pitting Red Hood, Harley Quinn, Firefly, and most of DC's most villainous criminals against the Joker. When Task Force X's Amanda Wallace sets her sights on Batman's greatest foe, she enlists the Dark Knight's former partner, Jason Todd, to track down the Clown Prince of Crime and put an end to his mad reign of terror. Batman and Catwoman special. Almost looks like a Christmas special. Here are some very interesting covers here. Oh, look who wrote this one. Everybody's favorite Jay Lee he hater. Goes up to 5 and the dislike comes back. Someone is playing around. Kind of lonely and pathetic. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Are you talking about the likes going up to 5 or are you talking about the views going up to 5? That go. And now about the views going up to, or the watches going up to 5, and it, the dislike comes back, or are you talking about the likes themselves? Views go up to 5, dislike comes back, and then views go to 4. Yeah, somebody's probably being a little bit of a jerk. Anyways, Batman Catwoman special number 1, story by Tom King, everybody's favorite Jay Lee hater. Art by John Paul Leon, cover by John Paul Leon. Um, on sale July 20th, 2021, $5.99 US, 48 pages, FC, DC Black Label, one shot, ages 17 plus, Lee Weeks, US, $5.99 cardstock, variant cover by Bill Sienkiewicz, $5.99 cardstock. Some great romances are destined to be the Batman and Catwoman series shows readers the romance between Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle as it changed over their lives. Version though, Earth 2, Earth 1, post crisis, comet, modern day, what? It's like, let's see. What about their connections from before they became costumed adventurers? This special one off issue, meticulously illustrated by John Paul Leon, Batman Creature of the Night, traces the life of Selina Kyle from her earliest days to her entry into the criminal underworld and reveals that Bruce um, was actually a presence in her life all along. Whether it was fate or coincidence, the story gives even more reasons why Selina and Bruce's connection is one of the most enduring love affairs in comics. Well, there's a Huntress, of a Batman Secret Files Huntress number 1. Yeah, we saw that story the other day. Jerky beef. Yeah. So, anyways, back to the article here. So, Batman Secret Files Huntress number 1, story by Mariko Tamaki, art by David Lapham, cover by Irvin Rodriguez, on sale July 27, 2021. $4.99 US, 40 pages, FCDC, one shot variant cover by Ricardo Federici, US $5.99 in stocks. 125 variant cover by TKTK, 5.99 US. Saddle stitched. Huntress returns in an all new one shot adventure. Gotham's Violet Vengeance lived through a lot in the last few weeks, including her brain being invaded by a violent parasite bent on sending her on a. Yeah, and we read that before, so I'll skip that part. Read that. Batman Secret Files Signal number 1. And before I go through this, guys, I'll be right back. Gotta step away from the computer for a moment. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back now. Let's see. I'm back in better. Yeah, somebody really is screwing around. Anyways, Batman Secret Files: The Signal #1. Story by Tony Patrick. Art by Christian Deuce. Cover by Ken Lashley. On sale July 6, 2021. 4.99, 40 pages. FCDC, one shot. Variant cover by Cully Hammer. Um, dollar or 125 variant cover. The Signal comes back as Gotham City's daytime project. Oh yeah, we read that too. Blue and Gold, another Blue Beetle, and yeah, I'm gonna go through this a little bit quicker because quite a bit of time on this. Uh, Desperate to regain the spotlight, Booster Gold looks to attract the public's and Justice League's attention, same way any washed up second rate hero would. Social media. The not so tech savvy hero from the 25th century enlists the help of his best friend Blue Beetle, who possesses both the money and the brains to help his old pal navigate the scary world of internet influencers. Watch out, evildoers. Our heroes are live and online. Don't miss Dan Jurgen's triumphant return to Booster Gold with the help of all-star artist Ryan Sook, Legion of Superheroes, telling a tale filled with heart and maybe even redemption for DC two favorite underdogs. Justice League Infinity #1. Oh, this one looks almost like it's based on the cartoon from the 2000s. You look at kind of the artwork there; it looks like it's based on the cartoon from the 2000s. The designs. It must be because one of the guys who writes the story is J.M. DeMatteis, who was a writer on the television on the cartoon there animated series. Yep, I was right. From Justice League Unlimited producer James Tucker and series writer J.M. DeMatteis comes an all new season starring the world's greatest heroes. There's a um, there is a being wandering the universe searching for its true purpose. But what it finds out on the farthest edges of the cosmos will change not just our universe, but many. Meanwhile, the war for the throne of Apocalypse arrives on Earth, and the true ruler will only be decided one way: who can destroy the Justice League? Shazam! On a 4. I'm just gonna read this, and I'm not gonna go through all the like writing and unless I see a name. And Billy Batson came to Titans Academy looking for answers. Why was the rest of his adopted family cut off from the power of Shazam? Why are his own powers becoming increasingly unreliable? Answers send Billy on an outrageous adventure that'll not only change him, but have an immense impact on the school and other students on Titans Island. Uh, I'll be right back, guys. Just got to step away for a moment. Didn't even realize I was still off. You guys can help out by liking the stream if you haven't already, to kind of counteract the guy's stupidity. That would help be some help. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways, back to the article. Batman Fortnite 0 point HC. We've seen a little bit about this. When crack splits the sky above Gotham City, Batman is pulled into a bizarre, unfamiliar world with no memory of who he is or where he came from. As he fights to recall his past and escape an endless loop of chaos, and struggle, he'll come face to face for the first time with the likes of Renegade Raider, Fish Stick, um, and Bandolier, um, as well as others um, who seem impossibly familiar to him. While the world's greatest detective strives to make sense of this strange new world, he'll uncover the shocking truth about the island, that what lies beyond the loop, and how everything is connected um, to the mysterious zero point. Batman Fortnite Zero Point uncovers secrets never before revealed in the game or anywhere else. Every fan of Batman Fortnite, stunning art and edge of your seat excitement won't want to miss Kid Crusader facing off against Fortnite champions on the island in a desperate attempt to save not only himself but other familiar faces from the DCU and perhaps the multiverse itself. Hardcover collection includes a bonus code unlocking 7 DC themed Fortnite digital items. Joker Harley Criminal Insanity. Criminal Insanity hardcover. 17 plus. Now, coming out. Well, I should have probably at least told the on sale dates, but anyways, I'm gonna go back for that. In Gotham City, heinous acts of violence occur daily. Harley Quinn, forensic psychiatrist and profiler, consults with Gotham City Police Department on its worst cases. But one unsolved murder still haunts her. The night Harley discovered her roommate's body marked with the signature of the notorious serial killer known as the Joker, which is basically her face locked in a grin. Oh, we have 6 people here now. That's good. Just say no to crack. Uh, hit the maid in the lounge with the candlestick holder. All right. So, anyways, 5 years later, the case remains unsolved as a new series of horrific killings begins. When the murders escalate and the meticulously constructed crime scenes become more elaborate, Harley's obsession with finding the depraved psychopath responsible leads her down a dangerous path. The past and the present finally collide, and Harley must decide how far she is willing to go and how many lines she is willing to cross to solve these cases once and for all. Written by #1 New York Times and international best-selling author Kami Garcia, Beautiful Creatures, Unbreakable, X Files, Origins, Agents of Chaos, and drawn by Miko Swayan, Bloodshot Reborn, Jason Baddower, Wonder Woman 77, and Mike Mayhew, Star Wars. Joker Harley Criminal Sanity introduces readers to a Joker and Harley Quinn unlike any they've seen before, utilizing forensic psychiatry, behavior analysis, and psychological profiles to create a true to life take on the iconic characters that is more terrifying than any psychotic fantasy. Hmm. It almost sounds like Joker Harley meets NCIS or something like that. That's what it seems like to me, just from what we're seeing. Beast Boy and Raven. Teen Titans Beast Boy loves Raven. Oh man. Oh, this sounds like a cute one. 6 by 9. On sale date September the 28th there. Tommy Garcia and Gabrielle Piccolo continue their New York Times best-selling Teen Titans series. Gives readers a romantic meetup we've all been waiting for. Seems like years, but it's only been a few days since Raven Roth recovered her memories, trapped her demon father Trigon in her amulet, and had her heart broken for the first time. But she doesn't have time to worry about the past. She has to focus on finding a way to get rid of Trigon for good. Garfield Logan still can't believe he has the power to transform into animals. But controlling his newfound abilities is difficult, and their unpredictable nature could have dangerous consequences. Knowing his parents kept the secret hidden from him only makes Gar feel more alone. He and Raven both seeking answers from the one person who seems to have them all figured out, Slade Wilson. When their paths cross in Nashville, Raven and Gar can't help but feel a connection despite the secrets they try to hide from each other. It will take a lot of trust and courage to overcome the wounds of their past, but can they find acceptance for the darkest parts of themselves or maybe even love? Unearthed. The Jessica Cruz story. Edited by New York Times let's see, Unearthed, a Jessica Cruz, edited by New York Times bestseller Lori Halse Anderson. Wonderful Women of the World. American Vampire, 1976. American Vampire, 1976, number 10. You know. Oh, we got 7 people in here. Hello, everybody. Hope you all enjoying the content thus far. Let's see. All right, we already saw that, I believe. So. Well, 7 people watching. Yeah, I just saw that. Back up. Cool. Picture is lame. Looks like she has a Lego head. Uh, and of course, I do appreciate any and all likes to help with the algorithm. Um, so if you'd like, if you can like and share the stream, that'd be of some help. See if we can get some more people in here. Scott Snyder wrote this one, American Vampire 1976, number 10, on sale July 13, 2021, 17 plus. Is a 10th of 10. So the sequel to the Eisner Award winning American Vampire reaches its definitive conclusion. July 4th, 1976, exactly 51 years ago to the day, Skinner Sweet. So 51 years ago, that would have been back in 1925. Skinner Sweet pulled Pearl Jones from certain death and committed her to eternal life as an American vampire. Now, on America's bicentennial, after a half century of fighting for and against one another, the two foils are united in a common cause, locked in an earth shaking showdown against the beast for the fate of humankind. Parting words and lasting actions untangle the tense history between the surviving members of the VMS and Skinner Sweet. And Skinner Sweet will either reclaim his coveted immortality or sacrifice his life in the final battle to secure a better future for his comrades. Batman number 110 here. and 10 by Tinyon, among others. This one's due to go on sale on July the 6th, 2021, um, for $5.99. Um, Batman's bloody, no holds barred fight with magistrate enforcer Peacekeeper on Peacekeeper '01 rages on in epic fashion. Simon Saint's master plan. Simon Saint's master plan comes to fruition as his magistrate program makes its move on Gotham. Um, and things are about to heat up, not in a good way. Back up the instigator versus Ghostmaker in a kung fu showdown. Need we say more? And I'll be right back. Gotta just go off camera here for a quick moment. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty then, I'm back. Let's see if there's anything new here. All right, so we'll probably back to. All right, Batman, Superman. When strikes Etrigan, the demon, Prince of Hell, from number. I guess this is Superman number 20 here. Oh, look at the costume. Hey, this one's going on sale July 27, 2021. The the Man of Steel and the Dark Knight need time to recover from the manic melee um, through the archive of worlds. But the heroes won't rest for long despite the efforts of new friends El Diablo and Alana. Arterio, the cybernetic Arterio.io or Arter.io, the cybernetic architect of these alternate realities, seems to have the upper hand. And to make matters worse, the Archive of Worlds unleashes the most horrific story ever put to the magic infused celluloid, the dark and twisted tale of that demon from the depths, Etrigan, Batman Reptilian, the Black Label. Batman on that one goes on sale on July 27th, $4.99, 17 plus. Batman hits the streets in search of a creature terrorizing Gotham's underworld and hits them hard. Um, First stop is the lair of the Penguin, but Oswald Cobblepot is at death's door, which is better off than the Beast left many of his cronies. The mangled rogue has no answers for Batman, but his blood and the surprising secrets that it holds will send the vigilante ever deeper into the darkness. Uh, Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 2. This one looks like it's based on the television series as well, on the animated series as well. What a programmer says simple, it ain't simple. Maybe simple for them. Uh, Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 2, Number 2, by Alan Burnett and Paul Dini. That one goes on sale July 6th, 2021. Thanks to some magical help from Zatanna, Batman can now see Deadman joining forces, the Dark Knight, and the death-defying Spectre hatch a plan to apprehend the treacherous Talon. But the mysterious assassin gets the upper hand and captures Hamilton Hill Jr. Can Batman and Deadman track the regeneration formula components and find the sinister Court of Owls, secret passageways, or will Gotham finally fall under the court's full control? Part 4 of 6, Batman Detective. It goes on sale July 13th, 2020. Bruce Wayne is facing charges for the attempted murder of former mentor and teacher Henri Ducard and faces a grueling Interpol interrogation. Nothing is as it appears, however, as the Gotham expatriate charges into the lion's den of mystery and duplicity without benefit of Batman's tools. Will the one-time Dark Knight escape unscathed? Batman Urban Legends. Batman Urban Legends number 5. Um, let's see. That one goes on sale on July 13th for $7.99. Red Hood meet Cheer. The villain behind the insidious cheer drops, altering the citizens of Gotham. When confronted with a man responsible for taking the lives of so many, including Tyler, the kid Jason Todd swore to protect, will Red Hood be able to stop self taking vengeance for a whole city? Grifter, through 4 chapters of Blood, Bullets, and Batman, the true reason for Cole Cash emerging in Gotham City reveals itself at last, but it's not what you think. Tim Drake. Tim is determined to find his friend Bernard, who is taken by a chaos monster before his very eyes. This is different from any Tim has taken on before, and the cracks are starting to show. Batgirls. Sandra Kane and Stephanie Brown are just 2 teenagers breaking into Wayne Manor so they can play some video games. But when Oracle gives them a mission, the Batgirls suit up and head to an abandoned arcade to investigate. And look at all these solicitations. Now we're down to 2 people watching. Yeah. See, where are we at? Wow, this is. Whoa, I didn't even realize it was taking me this long to get through all this. to see how much longer this one article is. Wow, guys, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize this one article was this long. All right, I'm not gonna read through the rest of it. I'll just breeze through it and let you guys just see what because I didn't real this shit. This is long article. I see we're coming up on like we're just past hour and 22 minute mark. So I just thought it was just going to be a few titles. I didn't even expect it to be all of this. Oh. All right. This art this article is in the comics portion of CBR. If you guys want to look and try to find all these titles and what they're soliciting, I'm gonna move on. Two dislikes now. Yeah, it's been like that for a little while. So, anyways, I'm gonna move on from this article because it's taking too long. I didn't realize it was that freaking long because we're already at hour and 22 minutes here. So I gotta try to get through the rest of the five other articles. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one. That one's an interview. I'm pretty sure that one will take just as long. Let's skip that one. All right. Dynamite announces red. Okay. Dynamite announces Red Sonya Black, White, Red. Um, Dynamite Entertainment announces Red Sonya Black, White, Red, an all new line from creators such as Kurt Busiek, Mark Russell, Bob Q, and more. So there's the cover right there. Dynamite Entertainment has announced a new prestige project that will showcase an experimental art style, feature the talents of longtime Red Sonja storytellers, entitled Red Sonja Black, White, Red. The line will hit shelves later this year. The black, white, red art style is intended to fully bring the line work and writing to the forefront while adding exciting bursts of color um, to things like Sonia's bright red hair and the splashes of blood. Um, First issue will be written by Kurt Busiek, illustrated by Benjamin Dewey, and will detail Sonia's quest to retrieve an artifact from the mountains of night. While this will be Busiek's first Red Sonja story, he has worked on other Hyboria characters and was previously responsible for Dark Horse Comics' Conan series from 2003 2006. Okay. I've gotten to roam around in the Hyborian age um, before, but the one part of those classic comics um, that I never got to write was Red Sonja, Busiek said. So it's great to have a chance to correct that and do a full on Sonya story where we can showcase what makes her great. He also mentioned that he has his collaborator came up with a way to use the limited palette that I think will be very striking. Amanda Diebert, Wonder Woman, and Cat Staggs, Smallville, will collaborate on issue number 2, and Eisner nominee Mark Russell from Fantastic Four Second Coming will partner with Bob Q, Way of X, and Champions. Will be bookending the recent run of the character with issue number 3. Cover art by Lucio Perillo, Manuela Lupacino, and Philip Tan. The character of Red Sonja is a combination of Robert E. Howard's characters, Sonja of the Rogatino and Agnes de Chestion. First appearing in the 1930s pulp magazines, these character stories took place in 16th century France, but things were changed for the 1971 comic book adaptation, moving them to the mythical Hyboria in order to cross over with Conan the Barbarian. It also inspired a feature film starring Brigitte Nielsen. The character has seen increased critical acclaim after the 2019 reboot line and received special recognition after she was revealed to be bisexual in late 2020. Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red, number 1, Kurt Busiek and Benjamin Dewey, goes on sale in July from Dynamite Entertainment. All right. We went through one story, skipped another because of just how long it is. One more story to get to here. This is the last comic story we'll go through. Let's see now. Huh. Marvel releases the covers for its 2 free comic book day 2021 specials featuring exciting new eras for the Avengers, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Venom. Marvel Comics have revealed the covers and first details for its upcoming comic book, free comic book day specials. The free comic book day 2021 Avengers Hulk will feature a cover by Ryan Otley, Invincible, Amazing Spider-Man, while free comic book day 2021 Spider-Man Venom features a cover by Patrick Gleason, Amazing Spider-Man, Superman. The creative teams attached include Avengers writer Jason Aaron and Daredevil scribe Chip Zdarsky, with Iman Coelho, Venom, and Greg Smallwood from Moon Knight providing art duties for the specials. I guess these are the copies of the comics they're going to be giving out at the free comic book day, I guess is what they're saying. Each special contains 2 stories, with each tale focused on different characters. Marvel also stated The stories will tie into upcoming storylines later this year and will shape exciting new eras for the Marvel heroes involved. The Venom Hulk special was one of 12 titles for the comic book um, for free comic book days gold sponsor titles, including Star Wars: The High Republic special from IDW Publishing and a Blade Runner special from Titan Comics. 51 titles in total will be released from a variety of publishers. The Free Comic Book Committee has also shifted the date of Free Comic Book Day due to the ongoing coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, originally taking place on the first weekend of May. Free Comic Book Day 2021 will be held in August. Free Comic Book Day 2021 Avengers Hulk and Free Comic Book Day 2021 Spider-Man Venom will be available on August 14th. There are the comic stories. Hmm. Hey, Anon, see you're here. Hey, just got home. How's it going? Grabbing a bite to eat real quick. Evening, everyone. Evening, Anon. Anon. Okay. We'll pass the hour and a half mark here since I kind of cut the one article short and just skip the other one altogether. Got us through a little quicker here. Now let's get to the articles here in the anime section. All right, this is a kind of a significant thing here. Restaurant to Another World ships studios for season 2. OLM takes over production on Restaurant to Another World for the anime series' upcoming second season. A different animation studio is taking over the reins of Restaurant to Another World for the anime series' upcoming second season. Silverlink animated Restaurant to Another World season 1. However, as reported by Anime News Network, OLM will produce season 2, based in Tokyo. OLM, formerly Oriental Light and Magic, was founded in 1990. It is perhaps best known as animation studio behind the Pokemon anime series and feature films. With OLM taking over for Silverlink on Restaurants to Another World Season 2, Yasukazu Choji is replacing Keiichi Sano and Takao Sano as character designer. In spite of the studio change, however, Masato Jinbo remains attached to the series as director and script supervisor. Kadokawa, the original publisher of Restaurant to Another World, also confirms the return of 3 cast members: Junichi Suwabe as shopkeeper, Sumire Useaka as Alita, and Saori Onishi as Kuro. Restaurant to Another World began life as a novel series by Junpei Inuzuka in 2013, with a light novel series written by Inuzuka and illustrated by Katsumi Inami, premiering in 2015. A manga written by Inuzuka and illustrated by Takashi Kugatsu ran from 2016 to 2019. A new manga written by Inuzuka, illustrated by Morozawa Yamizawa, premieres April 26th. So today, basically. The first season of the anime adaptation, animated by Superlink, ran for 12 episodes from July to September 2017. Crunchyroll streamed Restaurant to Another World Season 1 with English subtitles and Funimation producing an English dub. And there we go with that one. Mike's had an up and down night. Yep. A little disconcerting to get disliked, especially when you have such a small audience. uh, Hey, Randos. Yep. That's what we were thinking too. Maison Koku is Rumiko Takahashi's timeless masterpiece. Rumiko Takahashi is famous for iconic works such as Urusei Yatsura, Rama One Half, and Inuyasha. But Maison Koku is considered her true masterpiece. That one ran for 96 episodes. It was, if you're into like kind of more romantic stuff, that was a pretty good one for that. Rumiko Takahashi has been made a world famous mangaka for iconic works such as Yorosei Yatsura, Rama One Half, and Inuyasha. But while these series have very dedicated fan bases around the globe, few tend to name any of them as their masterpiece. Instead, Takahashi fans consistently give the honor to her lesser known work, Maison Ikoku, a 1980s seinen manga series that depicts the romantic journey between protagonist Yusaku Godai and his building manager, Kyoko Odonashi. What makes Maison Ikoku stand out from Takahashi's more iconic hits, for starters, it tells a more grounded coming of age story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Which is true, it does. This is surprising, as Takahashi is known for a more make it up as you go along writing style, incorporating elements of Japanese mythology and fantasy into most of her works. However, Maison Ikoku, um, Maison Ikoku's protagonists and supporting cast are mostly adults um, dealing with real world problems, allowing the story to explore more grounded themes related to classism and sexism in a more realistic way. Hmm. Now, I'll let you guys know a little secret. I've watched Maison Koku like 2 or 3 times. It is a pretty cool show, pretty cool anime. Um, Maison Koku protagonist Yusaku Godai is a 19-year-old Ronin retaking entrance exams to get into university. That's not the only hurdle he faces, however. Which university he gets into will also determine his career prospects. In Japan, students who graduate from first or even second tier universities have more career opportunities compared to those who graduate from third tier universities. Godai is only able to get into a third tier school after he manages to pass one entrance exam. While he gets his foot in the door, his university of choice still creates limits for him. This establishes another important detail about Godai's character. He comes from a working class family. Despite Godai's parents being restaurant owners in uh, Niigata, which is also Takahashi's hometown, Godai is barely able to live in an expensive city like Tokyo on his parents' budget. His monthly allowance is only enough to cover his rent in the dilapidated boarding house known as Maison Ikoku and other essentials like groceries. Yeah, and his groceries, guys, is ramen. That's the crust of his groceries is cups of ramen. Mm. Oh, not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but let's see. To cover additional expenses, Godai works various temporary jobs, but still earns just enough to scrape by. Too often, he has to prioritize what he can spend money on and is very conscious of overspending on things he doesn't actually need. The only time he's willing to make an exception is when he buys expensive gifts for his love interest, Kyoko Odenashi, who is also his building manager. Look at that scene right there, guys. Okay. Kyoko is the other protagonist of Maison Koku. Though she comes from a middle class family where her father works as a salaryman, Kyoko is in a similar place to Godai in terms of future prospects. Having married upon graduating high school, Kyoko skipped the milestone of pursuing higher education and a career in favor of becoming a housewife. All was fine for the first 6 months until her husband, Shuichiro Odenashi, inex- inexplicably passed away. Now, just a little heads up to you guys. Her husband was initially her teacher in school. She had developed a crush on her teacher. They actually ended up, I guess, dating and then ended up getting married. Oh, to be young again. Yeah. This leaves Kyoko needing to figure out what to do next with her life, as she can't keep living on her in law's hospitality. She also can't return home to her own family. They were unsupportive of her marriage and even less likely to offer her support in a time of grief. In the end, she decides to become the new building manager of Mezanikoku, a property her father in law owns. In contrast with Godai, whose character arc explores classism themes, Kyoko's arc deals more strongly with themes related to sexism. As a 22-year-old woman living in 1980s Japan, Kyoko is caught between wanting to live life on her own terms and feeling pressured by her mother to find a new husband. This is a major source of conflict between Kyoko and her parents, as they strongly feel her widowhood and compromised sexual purity make her less desirable to potential young suitors. Things get even more complicated when Kyoko's wealthy tennis coach, Shun Mitaka, expresses a desire to marry her, which causes her mother to underhandedly try and force an engagement between them. With such a profound lack of respect for her personal boundaries, Kyoko understandably prefers to keep her parents at arm's length. Look at that! Look at that one right there. And I guess Leto must have overslept again. I don't think I saw him in here at all. Godai and Kyoko's storylines converge when both characters find themselves living under the same roof as a tenant and building manager, respectively. Godai instantly falls in love with Kyoko and becomes newly motivated to pursue higher education and a career that will allow him to support a family. As he matures throughout the manga, Godai is less concerned with becoming a salaryman and decides to pursue a career as a preschool teacher, an occupation predominated by women. He learns the skills he needs to become a successful father and husband, but also discovers his own worth as a man, independent of gender norms. Kyoko similarly heals from the grief of losing her husband and learns to love Godai for the person he is, unlike Mitaka, who treats her as a person who needs rescuing. Kyoko is more receptive to Godai's affections due to his respect for her boundaries. He gives her the space she needs to process Choichiro's passing, but also the time to become emotionally available again. This allows Kyoko to decide to marry Godai entirely of her own volition, without sacrificing the life she enjoys as Meizane building manager. With everything Meizane has going in its favor, it's easy to see why it's considered Rumiko Takahashi's masterpiece above her more iconic works. The story depicts themes such as classism and sexism in realistic ways and provides the tools for meaningful character development. Meizan Koku is a more focused series presented with a clear beginning, middle, and end, which breaks the pattern of Takahashi's longer running series. Yeah, as I said, I've watched the anime 2 or 3 times. It is a pretty, I know it's a pretty good anime, and it was done by up in Vancouver by the basically the guys who would be involved with Ocean Studios. Kind of funny how they mention Inuyasha here as well, because Inuyasha was also dubbed by Ocean Studios. So, um, oh, to be young again. Oh, it was actually Woody who said, "Oh, to be young again." I didn't even realize that. All right, so I believe that's it because I only had the two stories there. Let's see, so where are we at on time then? Oh wow, we're almost at 2 hours. All right, guys. That first story took longer than I thought it would. That um, maybe in the future on those stories, maybe I'll just flash them. I won't even read them, or I may read the opening paragraph and just flash to the rest of it because that was quite a lengthy. That first one was quite a lengthy one. I knew the second story was going to be more likely an interview segment. So, anyways, guys, so well, we're an hour 52 here. So, and I think it's a day in each history. Neat it up. Okay. Yeah. All right. So without any further ado, let me just review from my own sake here real quick. 6, 1976, then 2011. Okay. So, all right. Well, with today being Monday, April the 26th, 2010 to 2021. Yes, indeed, it is Nietzsche time. Um, but today being Monday, April 26th, 2021, let's go ahead and take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. Um, all the geriatrics are asleep, Mike. I'm out loud. Yeah, well, that first article, I could see putting people out. I didn't even realize that, but I'll do better with those in the future now that I know what I'm getting myself into on that. Anyways, today being Monday, April 26th, 2021, let's go ahead and take a look um, at this day in each history. All right, so first off here on this date, 45 years ago today, back in 1976, during a televised show from New York City's Madison Square Garden, WWF heavyweight champion Bruno Sammartino suffers a legit broken neck um, after his opponent Stan the Larry Hansen, body slammed him to the mat, forcing him to miss 2 months of ring action. To explain the injury and create interest in a rematch, a storyline was written that um, Hansen hit Sammartino in the neck with a loaded elbow pad while executing his lariat. Um, Sammartino later gained revenge on Hansen in two rematches, the Showdown at Shea event in late June. That was kind of the event that was part of the whole Ali Inoki event. WWF did the um, in late June and a steel cage match at MSG in August. So on this date, 45 years ago today, Stan Hansen broke Bruno Sammartino's neck, in a match at at Madison Square Garden. So, and just in case you guys don't know what a lariat is, it's a type of clothesline, but it's more of a what they call a crooked arm clothesline. Most clotheslines. Well, let me get out of here for a moment. Okay, so most clotheslines are done with a Hansen was known for originated um, clothesline basically. So let's see now. Okay, what's going on here now? All right, let's see. Ha ha ha. Anon, should we wheel them out all out for Frankenstein to get some points? Uh, Out 2 months with a broken neck. Wow. Yeah. Audio F. Hey, can you guys hear me now? I didn't even realize what's going on. F. One of the shows I did in late 2019, two of the guys were going at it in the ring, and one dude kicked and busted out the other guy's teeth. Then backstage, he was apologizing, and dude, uh, missing teeth. F, F. Teeth was like no one that was so good. The crowd went wild. Mike was so far away from the mic. That what it was. Leave them where they lie. All right. Well, anyways, on to the next piece. So that happened 45 years ago today. Stan Hansen broke Bruno's neck. Let's see now. So the next piece of niche history is this one. On this date, 15 years ago today, 2016, the 20th and final issue of Volume 2 of Amazing Fantasy went on sale on newsstands from Marvel Comics for $2.99, 32 pages. So on this date in 2006, 15 years ago today, the 20th and final issue of Volume 2 of Amazing Fantasy went on sale on this date on newsstands. So Keith was like, no, that was so good the crowd went wild. Ha ha ha. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. All right, so that's that. And one more piece of niche history here. On this date in 2011, 10 years ago today, the OVA High School of the Dead, Drifters of the Dead was released by Madhouse. On this date, 10 years ago today, let me see, High School of the Dead, the OVA High School of the Dead, Drifters of the Dead, um, went on, or was released on this date 10 years ago today. So there we go. So that's all that's all the niche history for tonight, guys. Leave them where they lie. All right, guys. Well, thank you for guys for coming in. If you haven't already, please like and share the stream. I do appreciate any and all likes. Keep the algorithm going. And I thank you guys again for being here as always. And I guess I will see you tomorrow. Bye.